Quote 17. Commonly used wisdom. Charity starts at home. True compassion, true charity, begins at home. It starts with our private lives. When we embark on spiritual practice or begin exploring inner work, it's actually a very delicate matter. On one hand, it allows us to pursue great love, to work on ourselves, to improve ourselves, to feel happy and full of love. But at the same time, it's easy to develop a sense of superiority, to think we are better than others, to believe we are great, extraordinary, because we get used to saying big, lofty things, talking about deep, profound ideas. Shadow work, projection, dissolution, Freud, or phrases like, "There's no one out there." And as we keep talking, we start to believe we've truly achieved something. But in reality, we've only learned how to talk about it, or perhaps we've only understood it intellectually. Understanding something in the mind doesn't mean we've truly embodied it. The distance between understanding and living it is still very, very far. Therefore, true compassion, charity starts at home. It begins with family. It starts in our private lives. Sometimes we lose sight of this. We chase after spiritual practices, grand, sacred things, only to escape the pain of life, to avoid the challenges of relationships, to run from our own shortcomings, fears, anxieties, selfishness. This pursuit can make us self-absorbed, and we lose sight of what truly matters, especially for those of us who are professional helpers, like teachers, clinical psychologists, social workers. We need to be even more cautious because the aura around us can be so dazzling. Others may think we're extraordinary, and sometimes we begin to deceive ourselves too. When that happens, our teaching, our spiritual practice can turn into a form of avoidance, a way to hide. So, we need to remind ourselves often, how much of what I say am I actually able to practice? Am I leading by example? Do my family, my partner, my friends, my team, the people closest to me in my daily life truly feel my respect, my love? Or am I just saying one thing and doing another? That's why we must remind ourselves again and again. Humility, humility, and more humility. If we truly want to be professional helpers, the first thing we need to address is ourselves, our private lives. Otherwise, we can easily fall into self-deception because our family, our partner, our collaborators, they are the ones who can see us most clearly. They see our emotions, our greed, our fears, our jealousy, our guilt, our struggles. So, if we want to do the work of life, we must first prioritize our personal relationships, including family, partners, and our team. I truly encourage all of you, if you wish to help others, start by working on yourself. Don't rush to pursue spiritual greatness or chase after mystical comforts. Because if we can't even manage our private lives, what right do we have to speak of grand spiritual truths? I deeply admire what many spiritual practitioners have said. True spiritual power is not about clairvoyance or telepathy, but about compassion. True practice is about valuing our relationships, valuing how we interact with those around us, valuing our own emotions. When we face conflict, how do we respond? All change begins with ourselves. If you truly want to change someone else, the only way is to completely let go of the desire to change them and simply become a role model. Let them feel your warmth, your respect, and your love. Blessings to you all. Thank you.